Good evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin, I'm your host, and it's another episode of Stateside Blues. Good evening, Danny, Kelster, Ed, Vater, Tariq is from his car. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Vater's bringing sound effects.
Wow, Wheel of Fortune music. Oh, now we're talking.
Oi, it's not 115. Stop it.
What's going on?
Good evening, all. Right, quick one. People's opinions are allowed. Let them have their opinions. Let's not police, gatekeep opinions and tell people how to think. If you pep out, you pep out, you pep in, you pep in. Whatever your poison is, choose it, say it, but don't tell others they're wrong or they're right. Just have your own opinions. And we'll get along fine. Good evening, FIFA. Good evening, Sam. Good evening, all. Chelsea lost 3-1 to Leeds. How's our result looking now? Back turning it around. Don't slag our team too much. Maybe Leeds are not that bad after all. It's completely different context. When Martin says City can win the league, this is what he means. Most of the teams in the league aren't good. Yep, that's exactly what I mean. I'm glad someone understands it.
But Martin, do you remember when you asked us if Chelsea's in the title race, and we said they would have results like this?
That's why I asked. Yeah, that's why I asked. But we're going to ask the same question tonight at Aston Villa now on a title race.
Are they? Fuck.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. We're going to. Who's it next week? We bring you to the door next week.
COVID season, Southampton were top of the league in November. You can even find a tweet on their Twitter page saying stop the count. Let's not do this, guys.
Hey, I always remember Tottenham won the league in October. Remember that one? Tottenham always won the league in October. Yeah, big up Briggs. I'll see you tomorrow, mate, for Thursday night chat. That's denied his first goal down to PG MOL. Yeah, Kelster was just laughing about that off camera, funnily enough.
100 million doesn't buy what it used to, man. Jack Grealish had it. I think he scored his first goal in like the fourth or fifth game. And he definitely had a couple of assists, so
100 million doesn't stretch like it used to.
Was that the Reinders celebration, Kel?
yeah. Feeling the good vibes. That's
Also, when we say we can win the league, it's because anything can happen. Exactly. No slagging off our team. It's been done to death, onwards and upwards. Well done, Leeds. Kathy Fat turned us around. In terms of yesterday, the first 2 goals are world class finishes. Yeah, which I'll get into in a bit. Third and fourth, not as much. There's work to do, but our attack is fine. If we can get Rodri fit, we win the league at least. I just think Pep needs to fix the defensive structure. It's nothing to do with Donnarumma. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Donnarumma's coming in with some weirdness at the minute. Our midfield lacks physicality. We need Rodri. We also need a clean-up, bully midfielder who's not afraid to take tackle. Matt, we'll get into it. Well, good evening to Pear. I don't know why your name's changed to Sam. I'm just going to call you Pear now, mate. It's a lot easier because that's what I know you as. So my apologies. Dash, good evening. Is my mic echoing?
Yes.
Is it?
It is for me.
Right, I'll try and reload it in a minute.
Is it for you
Formidable, good evening. Jack, good evening. FIFA, Hamza fan, good evening. Cathay Cade, good evening. Hope you are well. Neil is with us. Hello. I love that everyone just stay. You lot are like getting late and late. I'm loving it. Beating Leeds is not for everyone. We got no defence and no midfield. Brown trail down. Right. Abdullah, hello. Right. Who wants to go first? Well, I just sort my microphone.
I don't mind going first. Now, as Martin sorts his microphone out, and he did have the announcement to start the show saying, you know what, everyone's entitled to their opinions. If you happen to be Pep in, Pep out, let's all live together and support together. I got to disagree with him. I got to disagree with Martin. I really believe when you look at the state of this football, when you look at the state of the Prem, if you're Pep out, really, what is your option? Really, what are we looking for? If you're
say it louder, mate. Say it louder.
If you're Pep out, you're wrong. I'm gonna say it. If you're Pep out, you're wrong. Now, if you just want to change, if you want something new, I get that. But to say that this manager is not good enough to win us a Prem, when you look at what's happening over there, when you look at now with the series of results, Aston Villa are third in the standings. Like, guys, come on. This is not a Pep out, and it shouldn't have been a Pep out conversation after last night's game. But I happen to disagree with Martin. Hopefully he gets his mic coming back. But that opinion, in my opinion, is wrong, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, you're not going to get anyone better than Pep right now. That's so. If you're going to say Pep out, I don't know what you're gonna. I don't know how you're going to get better. I don't know. You're not. I mean, everyone says Enrique. He's not going to lead PSG. Maybe Vincent Kompany will be that guy, but right now he's not. So
I would also like to know what people think he did wrong yesterday. I don't know how that was on him at all. I really don't. It's really, really confusing to me. Everyone
people are talking about the subs, Danny. No,
let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about
the substitution pattern, right? Is he not entitled to take players off at 3 goals up in the middle of the most busy month of the year? If you can't do that, then when can you do it? I don't understand the hate for it. I don't. Nico Gonzalez has played 90 minutes after 90 minutes, including in the Leverkusen game when everyone was rested. Why are people complaining about him getting rest? I really, really don't get it. It's hindsight merchantry for me. If you disagree with that, then fair enough. That's your prerogative. But I don't think he did much wrong. I think there were a lot of individual errors, a lot of mentality errors, a lot of sort of structural errors, decision-making errors. But to come at Pep for what happened last night is out of line, in my opinion.
I think you can critique a little bit the Stone substitution where he played when he was in the 6, because it's clear Stones is just not mobile enough to do that anymore. And I know he had a very hot streak of that in 2023, but remember, he was going into a functioning midfield and he was playing right next to Rodri. Him by himself, we've seen over and over again since that. Without Rodri, it doesn't work. And so you could question that. But again, there's not a lot of choice right now. So that can definitely be something you could critique him over. But honestly, for me, I'm going to divert a little here off of Pep, but that midfield in general is just kind of a mess right now.
That's your microphone.
It's kind of the same problems we had last season because what is becoming the most crucial position in that midfield is that 6/8 role.
Now I've lost my camera.
I don't want to interrupt Mark's drama. But we're having the same problem with the same position as last season, because we thought Tijani Reinders could do that role, and I think we've seen enough evidence that right now he cannot. I'm not saying he never will be able to, but when we've seen him play as a 6, particularly as a solo 6, he's been very poor. And his off ball actions in general are just not very good. But we should have scouted that. So I don't know. And Darsh had a comment earlier saying, like, I don't know why we bought Tijani Reinders if we're going to play this way. And that's actually a really good point. I don't think he's suited for this style of play from what I've seen from him at Milan. He's just, so that's kind of been a disappointment in the recruiting department. And that was our only midfield purchase. And so the rest is just the same from last season, but a year older. And 2 of them are so injured, we haven't even really seen him on the pitch at all in months. And Bernardo Silva, he's doing the best he can, but, he's 31 years old now, and he's been running 15 kilometers a game for 10 years. And you can see him starting to gas out in some of these games. And you see us the whole team drops off when he starts to run out of gas. And if he's going to play 3 games a week, this is just going to keep compounding and it's keep getting worse. The reason he was so good last season is because he was only playing 1 game a week towards the end of the season. And I think that's the best way to utilize him. But we haven't been able to do that because of, Tijani Reinders has not been stepping up. And the 2 players we expect to play in that position have both been injured. So it's just a really unfortunate situation. And I can see why Pat made the Stone substitution, because he literally has no other options.
We got there. Kels, we got there at the end. We got there at the end with regards to why Stones was put on for Nico Gonzalez, because as you said it, the remaining options on the bench we don't have. The true options are injured in Kovacic and in Rodri. They're both injured right now. They're not available. So Pep, seeing, either I want to kind of conserve, which makes sense, like Spartacus said, we're 3 goals up, 64 minutes in the game. Let me take him off because I got nobody else. I've got nobody else that can do this role, and I'm going to need him because we play Sunderland next, Real Madrid next, and then Crystal Palace next. So there's going to be some game in there where is he getting dropped or he's playing all through. He looked at that, 3 goals up, let me rest him. And when we want to talk about recruiting, recruiting wasn't done right last summer, wasn't done right the summer before, or so on.
I'm bored of that argument now.
But I was just about to say that, Martin. I was just about to say that. Why, after every post-match or after every pre-lineup, we talk about it?
We go on to cheat.
Like, how do we regurgitate this over and over again?
Well, until you have options that are available, what else are you supposed to do? If you believe that it is a squad issue, a squad.
Oh, did we lose Tariq?
Tariq is driving, to be fair, so he's probably gone through.
I think we lost.
Probably went through a tunnel.
But what I was saying, and hopefully Tariq kind of agrees with this, is that ship has passed. What we got wrong, that's happened. To bring it up and say, oh, we're in this predicament again, because we get that. What are we going to do now? What are the solutions we're going to try to do now? Pep tried to do a temporary, or let's say best case scenario, let me take Nico off. Because like Kels just mentioned, no one's looked good playing in the 6. Reinders was not picked up to play that role. Pep tried it out in a couple of games. It's not what he's meant to do. He was most likely brought in to do a role probably close to what Gundogan did, but not even as defensive minded as what Gundo provide for us. But that was also to be side by side with either a Kova or a Gonzalez or a Rodri. It was not to be
publicly stated that as well. He said that tackling's not his forte.
So
I don't know why we're criticizing him for that.
Yeah, the crashing out I don't get. The overly criticizing our players for what they're trying to do in the interim, I don't get. The game itself, we can all agree, going up 5-1, going up 5-2, and then letting them get back into the game. Listen, more platinums came through. So I know the stress that we all felt in that game. But the decisions that Pep made, if I'm gonna be Vader critical, Pep, well, Pep, why were you so ready for the option to be Doku out, Savinho in?
Yeah, that's one thing. That's the one thing I can critique, but that's about it.
That's about it. I was like, oh, maybe Doku off, Marmouche on. Maybe you do something like that. That's the only part I was like, if I'm gonna be hammering Pep like the ones that want Pep out are doing, that's really the most logical place to go. Him putting on John Stones was try to get some defensive stability and to give Nico a rest, because we're going to have to lean on him for the next 3 games. So
I said that. If we'd have played Nico G last night and he'd have snapped his hamstring or something.
3 goals up.
Yeah, absolutely batshit crazy over that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
and we were saying it in the ground. We said this is the time. You 5-1 up, get them all off.
I could only imagine.
See ya, go. We were saying Doku, go. All of them, just go. Bye.
Yeah.
None of us were saying keep them up because we want to win 9-1.
And if there's a learning though, we again, here's where we have to always be cognizant, always be aware that this is the Prem. No one's going to give us the win. Gone are the days where teams probably said, you know what, based off of City's bench, this is long. Yeah, I'm going to concede. But they can look at our bench and be like, no, we're going to keep fighting for 90 minutes. So if there's a learning here, maybe it's like, you know what, the comfortable 3 goals up isn't a thing anymore. We need to be a lot more respectful of what the challenge we're going to get from these opposing teams. But the 3 goals that we conceded, let me actually talk about the goals that were scored. Foden's goal, where he got the control, put it onto his left, pretty almost outside the box. I think he was nearly outside the 18-yard box. That was just like the 3 goals that Fulham scored against us, right? Have a position, pick your pocket, kick it, take a chance. I mean, his was different. He didn't just
more or less, yeah,
but more or less. You see, like take your shot when you have it. That's what Fulham did, and we were unfortunate that all 3 of those shots went through how many players, the traffic, and just got behind Donnarumma. Like it's not where we were dismantled. Fulham took their chances, and if there's a conversation on how do we fix up. When some say our defense needs to fix, I hope they're not talking about the defensive line. It's not about the defensive line in this game. You had that versus Leeds. The defensive line, you had that versus Leeds. Because Nunez, Guardiola, okay, you can kind of question it. In this game, it was more of how we defended as a team. Not the defense. How we defend as a team, we were disconnected because the balls that dropped just on the edge of the 18, those are midfielder roles. Those are midfield pickups or even wingers to pick up. So
that brings an interesting point. Why is the midfield and the wing? Why are they not holding onto the ball in the second half of games? We always want to get to the point where we go sideways and backwards. I know it's boring, but when you're up 5-1, you're going sideways and backwards. No one's going to care. How have we, as a collective, lost the ability to hold on to the ball?
No, but this is what Martin's reaction is, because 12 months ago it was fuck the control. We need to stop the control. I'd rather win games 5-4 than 1-0. Well, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted.
I know, Martin.
Kels, he's not talking to you. No, Kels, he's not. It's not addressed to you, Kels. He's talking and he's putting it out there.
This is what everybody begged for. Yep. I'm sick of the boring football. I want to win games 4-3, 4-2, 5-5-4. This is what everybody asked for.
No, and that's an issue to me. Right? The issue is, like Kel said,
even in a tight game, you can't hold the ball sometimes.
This is what everyone asked for. We've all been on enough shows to know what everyone was asking for last season.
And group chats and spaces.
And group chats.
Yeah, my issue is from yesterday. At the start of the second half, there were 3 goals between the 2 teams in the space of 5 minutes. What you do is, oh my God, this game's going crazy. Let's slow things down. But instead, we kept trying to clear the ball, play at a million miles per hour. And that just makes it impossible to get out of sustained pressure. Alongside, and please, you're going to hate me for this, a goalkeeper who has a lot of trouble claiming crosses. That's another thing. He doesn't catch the ball a lot, and that makes it hard to stop, pressure coming in. The shot stopping, right. The shot stopping I have no problem with. All 4 of the goals, fine, not a problem at all. You should be closing the ball down. It's the fact that when the ball comes in, he can't just completely stop the spell of pressure by claiming the ball out the air. And that's a really important trait for a goalkeeper to have. And it really, really makes it difficult to stop an opponent having sustained spells of possession against us. I really don't. One second.
By the way, Pardo, I know you wanted control and Alan wanted control, but in the majority of people last year, on LBs, in here, on Spaces shows, we're all saying our build-up play is boring It's putting us to sleep. We don't want 1,000 passes sideways. This is what they were all saying. This is why everyone was happy
I
when
think to
Pep
start a
Linders
game,
came.
you don't want that, but you should end a game that way. But don't, starting the game, yeah, I'll listen to their
But
complaints.
this is the
we were
problem.
terrible
You
at it
can't-
too. That was the problem.
You can't just change styles mid-game because there's two teams on a pitch.
We used to do it all the time. We used to always just kind of control the game.
We've never been this open. We've never been this open in the whole of Pep's career.
Well, what are the root causes of that? That's the question to ask. Why are we so wide open?
Because we
How
don't
do we fix it?
we don't have the same players in the build-up that we used to. And I'm sorry, whether you like it or not, part of that is having a goalkeeper who doesn't distribute the ball very well, who doesn't claim the ball very well.
And also, part of it is having an assistant manager who likes to play football.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. Stop.
Well, why have we got to stop it?
Because I don't like
You want
these.
Sean Dyche? Sean Dyche in. Wow.
No, but if we're also going to be honest about it too, Rodri is a main contributor of that too, because he can actually hold up the play. He can actually make those passes that can also slow the game down too. And Nico Chiesa doing a good job. He's not a controller of the game either. He's more of a destroyer tackler. Not okay. Let's get on the ball. Let's pass it around. That's not his strong suit either.
But we haven't had him for 18 months and nothing has changed. That to me is the concerning part. We've had a lot of time to try to address this. We brought in new players, new manager, or new assistant
But what
manager.
hasn't changed? I'm lost. What hasn't changed?
Well, he's saying we miss Rodri, and it's like we still haven't found a way to consistently get that build up now without him.
No, only the hang on. Well, let's not do baby in the bathwater. Before the international break, we were flying, and there wasn't a problem without Rodri. We weren't conceding goals since because you got to remember you've got Rodri injured, you've got Kovacic injured. You're running on one CDM, and the one time we took him off, the only person you have got to bring on is John Stones. There's nobody else to bring on to play that CDM role. So we either run Nico G into the ground now, and if he gets injured, we've got nobody anymore. This is what we've also got to look at as well. Yes, I know everyone's going, we've got a poor squad, but if you'd have had a Kovacic and a Rodri sat on the bench, the squad's not looking as poor anymore. Injuries are a thing, sadly. They are a thing. And this is where we've got to be careful, just jump into the market and buy loads of people because we have still got people on the books.
Yeah.
One more thing I'll say is I think we were talking about this whole thing of we're giving the opponents the ball more, tactically. I don't think it's that intentional. I don't think we can build up as well. I don't think we're purposely. Yeah. I don't think we purposely have less possession like we thought we did. We had possession in the 30s in the second half yesterday. You can't tell me that's intentional. You cannot convince me that was intentional, and that's a worry to me. We cannot kill games. We cannot control games. Defending begins in possession. It's always began in possession with Pep teams. Back in our heyday, we defended with the ball. We played keep away. We didn't lose the ball as much. We had tempo setters. We don't really.
But Danny, sorry to cut you off. With the players that we do have, what players in our starting 11 are possession-based players who can take on pressure, hold off the play, and be able to move it on? I would say a couple.
Yeah, you got Phil Foden and Rodri pretty much.
He came on later. I'm talking about in that starting lineup. Doku doesn't give you that. Holland doesn't give you that.
I think we thought Tajani was going to be that guy, and he's just
he's not.
Well, Doku helps in a way because he wins a lot of fouls. He's very muscly, he can hold players off. It's not just tiki-taka stuff. It's not just winning your duels. There's physicality on the ball. You can ride your challenges. You can hold players off. It's just I don't think we have the same quantity of players that we used to, and we might be in between styles, and that's a worry to me.
Oh, but see, Adam, I get what you're saying, but that's what I mean by it's an opinion, but we're not a Mickey Mouse.
Are we doing the standard?
Let's not do that. We're not Mickey Mouse.
Disneyland on his mind.
I mean, for me, I understand it. I get the frustration. It was poor. I will say this: Fulham had an XG of 0.9, and if anyone actually fully understands XG, Danny does, will show you the quality of their goals actually last night. I'm not making an excuse. We should have closed them down 100%, but they weren't scoring tap-ins here.
Yeah, but
That was on the midfielders too. Foden, Tijani, and Bernardo all failed at that.
Yeah, but we were under sustained pressure. That's an issue. In the first half.
Yeah, that's the problem.
In the first half, if you noticed, we had a bunch of corners that we had to defend, but we were able to like find Foden, pass the ball to Foden, he'd carry the ball out the back. We were just clearing the ball willy-nilly, not trying to like think with our heads, not trying to slow the game down. We were rushing our decisions. We were being a bit panicked, and that's the difference. In the first half, it wasn't perfect. We were a lot more calm. We were formulating.
Nick's opposite. I'm happy with the gameplay rather than 1,000 passes. Some people will find this rock and roll football amazing. Others will find this heart attack football, and they don't want it. I mean, for me, I'd like to go back to boring controlled football, but that's me. You know,
and again, I'm greedy. I want a combination of the two. I think we're going to get to the point where Pep and the coaching staff are bringing in the instructions, but they're also trying to rewire everybody that's come new to the club. It's reprogramming Reinders. It's reprogramming Shirky. It's reprogramming with regards to how they're going to play together with these new players. And I think the overly controlled is obviously something that the coaching staff are not trying to do, but they're also not trying to do the let's have it be a basketball game and go back and forth. They're trying to find the team themselves, the players are trying to find the right rhythm to it. And when we have Holland, who's the best goal scorer, he's got to put in a shift defensively. When there's long throws or set pieces or corners, he's defending. He's not our outlet going out. It happens to be Doku. So I think we're going to try and find the right rhythm and where to have these outlets happen when it's not Doku, when it's not Holland. I'm curious to see how we manage with who it's going to be next. And I think that's probably what maybe that's why Pep made the decision of keeping Holland in, because what are the chances they're probably going to do some long throws, some crosses, and try to get the tie, and let me take off Doku, and he chose Savinho instead of Marmoush. But we're not scintillating, we're not buzzing, but you can see like we're close. We're improving, and we'll have a couple 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but we're improving and we're getting there. The mistakes we made in Leeds, we didn't make versus Fulham, like different problems. But I think we're good. I think we're improving along the way.
We can't do this. Anyone missing Ederson. We're not doing that after it's not you,
Ederson
but after,
wasn't very good last season.
After fans were definitely
not many of us were good last season.
I never wanted them gone, but that's besides the point.
I know, but let's not do this and go back to the Ederson stuff. Let's not do Cole Palmer version to it.
Ederson had.
You can also say his kicking was poor last season.
His what?
I thought his kicking was poor last season.
Kels, you're on mute for 5 minutes. She needs to go on mute for 5 minutes. Ederson had what, 5 assists last year?
There were still a lot of moments where he looked very.
Yes, he did. He was shaky, but we were shaky.
And his kicks a lot went out of play. But
okay,
not look, baby in the
bath. Sorry, baby in the bathwater means when you're not just chucking one problem out. Everything's the problem. Everything's the problem. The baby, the bathwater, the toys, everything's being chucked around.
Yeah,
it means you're blowing it up into more than what it should be. People are saying that it's not on the coaches and what the coaches doing. Can I just say, Doku inverting into the middle is not a Pep thing. That is a Pep Linders thing. Pep Linders did this with, I keep mentioning it, he had a front three at Liverpool of Mane, Firmino, Salah.
Yeah.
And this is how he had his front three working. They weren't natural byline wingers. They were coming in and all three were exchanging and moving around and coming inside.
Yeah.
And this is the way Pep Linders is. So when people say Pep Linders is no influence, there is, because Alan was right. Alan just over-egged it a bit when he said they were having a mass deal. There has been a disagreement between Linders and Pep Guardiola on styles.
Which is actually
fine.
Refreshing. It's
yes,
refreshing.
They do talk. Pep does listen to his coaches. And whether people like this or not, there is a Pep Linders influence in the way we are playing. There is.
But this is why I had to stop you earlier, Martin. This is why I had to stop you, because this is stateside, so we're going to dominate most of the conversation. I had to stop you because you were trying
tonight. Who's wound you up tonight?
I'm just saying. I saw 5 goals. I'm amped up. That was beautiful.
Get him off too.
I've been waiting for a long time. I've been waiting for a long time for a goal night like that.
Mate, I felt like I was watching Barclays from like 10 years ago.
Right? I was like, it was intense. And again, for me, the game kicked off around 2:30 yesterday, so it's like in the middle of everything. I was wound up. But the reason why I'm trying to, Martin's done this a few times, and I haven't always been in an opportunity to kind of cut him off. So I'm going to take the advantage right now. This Pep Linders subtle.
I'm just gonna start a sig.
I'm just saying this Pep Linders subtle digs, subtle. I don't like his influence. We need to stop. You're influenced by the rivals and what they said. The Liverpool fans, yes, they put all their problems on Pep Linders because they weren't able to compete with us. They kept getting outran to the finish line, and they had someone to blame. They were never going to blame Klopp. They were going to never blame what really mattered. They put it on Pep Linders. I like the introduction of Pep Linders in this case because he is challenging Pep. Pep G is being challenged by Pep L. And we see the difference here. For the times that we would look and the game wasn't really going our way, and we see Pep on the other side, and we see Lilo, and Lilo would just be right there just kind of like talking. And sleeping. I don't want that. I'm glad that we have someone that's going to, hey, Pep, look at this differently. I was competing against you for season after season with Klopp. Look at it this way. When you guys would do this against us, we hated it. How about you implement that more? The fact that we saw Doku come centrally, I was praising it when I first saw it in the game. I was like, oh, he's a problem because now he's not just trying to challenge you going left and maybe skirting inside. You're worried with pace either way. And if he gets the element where he can do what Grealish did masterfully, if he can just keep coming across the middle of the field and your only option is to foul him if you're trying to get the ball, and he's got options to like put some passes into Foden or Haaland, which we've been seeing, and to be honest with you, Haaland owes Doku a few goals, or should I say a few assists, and same for Foden. But you can see the influence, and it's a good thing. Now, defensively, the openness, the not being in contact with the defense and the attack or the forwards, I think we'll refine that. I think we will refine that. But I think Pep Linders is refreshing to what we have from a coaching staff. And I haven't liked the subtle digs you've been doing.
But let me guys actually.
They're
not subtle digs. I'm not subtle digging. I'm making an observation.
No, you are digging because I know when you're.
No. As I'm looking at it from a coaching point of view. Sure. Stop it with that. Looking at it from a coach's point of view, we have changed the way we press in games since Linders has come in. Mm-hmm. So how can I say it's not a Linders thing?
No,
but Martin, let me.
It is a Linders thing.
For the worst.
No, when you've been bringing up Pep Linders, though, you've been speaking from a negative standpoint. Don't be slick.
No. I'm trying to explain from an analytical point of view why it's happening.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll listen closer. Then.
You're just presuming now.
I'll listen closer.
And gone running you, sunshine there.
I'll listen closer.
I don't smoke on any other shows. It's only this one. It's you lot.
Oh! Wow! Boo this guy! Boo this guy!
Don't do that.
Where are my boos?
Boo! He's a phony. Boo!
Boo this guy.
But let me ask you a question, right? Like,
come from?
Has in the years past, in the
Vader,
first,
I got something great for you to add to your soundboard.
I can't wait. We'll talk backstage.
In the first half of seasons, have we ever really put a 90 together? I'm just trying to think back. Like, have we ever been able to really have like full 90 games, like where we came back and said, "Yes, wow," or have we always had like first half, second half performances, and then the second half? That's when we put full 90s together.
Nah, that's not fair. Like Martin said earlier, when we going into the international break, I think we are all saying, "Oh, if we're playing like this."
But even before the national break, we struggled in the second half, coming out into the second half. Like I
would agree with that. Yeah,
it wasn't only rounds, and we weren't really conceding a lot of goals.
It was only Liverpool.
Yeah, we had second half struggles throughout the season.
There's only Liverpool would put it together for a full 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Bournemouth as well was pretty good, but.
And again, I'm not trying to do my happy clappy bit here because I will. I'll get accused of this now. Trust me. Is this not a normal Pep practice up till January anyway?
That's what I'm asking.
He's not
The
what
only
Pep.
difference
He's not,
is he's not
Pep
rotating
does.
very much.
Yes, that's the difference. I'll be honest with you,
And
Cal.
that's a problem. That's going to be a problem.
You can't
I
rotate
think
because
he's
the
realised his squad
Who are we going to
is
rotate
not
with?
as good as what we've had. I do believe the squad is not as good, and yes, but that's why we want to buy in the market. The trouble is, you can only buy in January in the summer. We can't buy mid-season.
Yeah.
We have to go with what we go with. This is why I don't like the 2 years
should not
ago
be
bit.
getting as few minutes as he's getting. He's somebody who could be giving Holland a rest. He could be giving Doku a rest. Like, I don't know. It seems like there's something personal going on there, but like if Holland falls apart because he couldn't rest in some of these games, that's on the manager. When you had Marmoush available the last month and a half, and
But you had
Holland
to
still
go
played
into
full 90s.
taking Nico G off.
What?
You had to go him early for taking Nico G off and making the changes for Stones.
No, I didn't. That wasn't, no. It wasn't that he took Nico G off. I just didn't like the Stones. I just didn't like Stones playing as a 6. All for taking Nico G off. Why didn't you take Holland off and give Marmoush 30 minutes? Marmoush is about to leave. You have this time to use it, and you're just ignoring it. Ignoring is worth 0 minutes.
Because Holland probably offers you more defensively, to be honest. I don't know, like in that game state, if Marmoush would have helped.
And also, you're not going to like
Marmoush's
this.
press could help us keep the ball, or if he loses the ball, he
I-
gets it back.
I think his first touch would have been really, really detrimental yesterday in a game where it was really ping-ponging.
Then why did we buy him? Why are
I'm
we
going
paying
to
him
say something now,
$290K a
Max.
week to sit on the bench?
Yeah, but I'm going to say something now. That's a real harsh situation. Anyone who is here, it is back up to Ireland.
That's a fact. That's no surprise.
So we're going to pay a backup $300K a week. That is some
Yeah.
seriously poor business.
It's not my money.
No.
Are you
Why-
bothered? You coming out of your pocket?
Kels, we needed him last
We've
season.
been playing together last season.
Kels, whatever it took to get Marmoush here last season, if it's,
Playing
hey,
together, though.
I'm demanding $300K, yeah, we're paying it. We need you last season because last season we were spiraling. So I think we might find this out a little later in the year, but I think there's a combination of Pep is like, listen, Marmoush, I know you got amazing hopes with regards to what you're going to do for your country. You got to play AFCON. You were injured early on, and you got injured international duty as well. You got injured. Get right. These games situationally, I haven't been able to play you, but you were played last season. You'll play again. Go do what you got to do. When you come back, full tilt. I happen to believe I think there's too much talent in Marmoush for Pep to just put him on the shelf like that. But when we do have some City fans being like, why isn't he the first sub on from an attacking standpoint? I get it. I hear it. But I don't think there's he's out of favor with Marmoush and he doesn't like him or any of that. I think it's a little bit out of
I'm going to be honest. What I think. I think because he knows he's going for the next 3 or 4 weeks, he's putting other players in first because he's going to need them more ready than Marmoush.
I can see that.
Is Kusanov going to AFCON?
What?
But I told you Kushinoff was 4th choice.
Wait, no, Kels, what? See, this is why
you bring me?
okay,
Well,
no, Martin, stateside, relax, your host. Kels, why did you mention Kusanov?
I'm just asking a question because he's not getting any minutes either. So, is it the same issue with Marmoush? Is he going away?
But again,
Is he going to the Asia Cup? I don't know.
why?
No, but who we dropping?
Exactly.
If,
Exactly.
like, our back four has been solid. Like, why switch that up? When he did play, because Kusanov did play with the 10 changes. I know everyone was set up for failure in that game, but he played then. I can understand why he didn't put Kusanov with regards to the trusted back four that's happening right now. Sometimes when some of us say that, I'm like, "What? Well, why? I don't get the question. Why like Kusanov? He shouldn't touch the
So is Nunes just going to play every single game of the season then? 90 minutes every single game? Does he not get any rotation at all?
No.
Of course
Nico O'Reilly hasn't had a break in a while either. Do you think Guardiola should be playing all full 90s? One, his form has dropped, and two, I've heard he's injured. He said it himself in an interview. He's got tendonitis in his knee. Is that somebody I want to play the full 90?
How we got from Marmoush to Kushinoff?
I'm just asking a question. It's about squad
No,
rotation.
but let's go through the players, right? We have Stones and Alke there. but we're going to jump them two because we think they're shit, and we're going to go straight to Hudson.
I'm not saying start him in games. I'm just saying get him a little bit match fit, because if something happens to somebody, do you want him coming in cold with no fitness at all? Because you might need to rely on him. You might. You just don't know what's going to happen, because we know the history of Stones and Ake. I know they're not injured right now, but they've had a lot of injuries in the past. It could happen again. We saw last season, disaster. Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody somewhat warm up and not just come into a game ice cold and be expected to perform? A young player, especially, it's a lot of pressure. So, I mean, I'm not saying start him. Just, yesterday might have been a good game to put him in the game. They have pace. Why not counter that with a defensive pace, which we don't have? Like that Kevin guy, when he came on, Nunes started getting roasted. Luckily, Kevin didn't do anything, but wouldn't you like to have a defensive specialist like Husinov, who's fast, to deal with him for 10 minutes in a game? I would like to have that as an option, and right now it's just not an option. And so that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying replace him and start. I'm not saying bench Diaz or Vardiel for Husinov, but try to give him some minutes. So if you do need him to start a game, he's not coming. He's not ice cold and has no match fitness whatsoever. And I don't think cup games once a month is helping in that regard.
But yeah, you're probably right. But like I said weeks ago, Stones are not care above him while they're here. And you may not agree with that. You may not want to agree with that, but that's the facts of it.
Yeah, fair.
Managers do that.
Yeah, and you can critique that. That might not be justified.
Yeah, of course you can. But managers do that. Look, Van Dijk's been shit all season in Canati, but Slot keeps putting him in and putting him in and putting him in.
Well, he literally has Joe Gomez, and that's it. They have no other center backs at all. Like, nobody.
Calm down, sunshine.
Okay, but Arsenal, right? Arsenal, what happened as soon as Gabriel was healthy, what did they do with Mascara? You're out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
And guess what happened to Gabriel? He got re-injured.
People are trying to make Kushnerov run before the guy's walking. That's my issue. They're trying to make him run before he's walking.
Well, did Stones and Ake provide what he does? That's my question. Do you want a different option? That's
But
my
what
question.
does he offer that the others don't other than pace?
Pace. Do you think Nathan Ake is going to deal with somebody like Vinicius Jr. at his age and his fitness level?
But last night wasn't a pace issue.
Yeah, it wasn't. You're right.
Like last night was a closing down issue. If we were playing, because we're not playing the high line anymore, so I don't get the pace issue. If it was pace, I'm on board with you, but it wasn't a pace issue last night. That's all I'm saying. And people go, and I get bills, but at the end of the day, but Salah and Van Dijk were leaving last season, for example. They hadn't signed the contracts. They were still getting played. Managers aren't going to drag players off that they trust and they know about for a young lad. Not many managers in the world do that. I remember Ancelotti made a very famous comment. You might be able to remember it, Dana. And they asked him about Arthur Gula and all them. He went, I'm here to win trophies. I'm not here to bring the talent in.
Yeah, true.
I'm not here to make kids become footballers. I'm here to win. You see what I'm saying? You either be a nursery or you win now.
And clearly, based on his team selection, he wants to win the title this year. So I think that's the ambition. Is it an ambition that's going to be fulfilled at the end of the season? I'm not sure, but that's clearly what they want to do.
Yeah, with all due respect to Kushnerov or Victor Hayes or Jim about whoever, they want to play week in, week out. Go to Brighton. Go to Brighton. Don't go to a top club.
I just don't get why so much is being made
even
about
at Chelsea,
golf.
Archibald, who's a highly rated youngster center back who everybody wants, he's behind Tosin right now. Tosin.
Yeah, and that's poor from Maresca because he's a lot better than Tosin.
So it happens everywhere.
I don't know. I think we're making too much of the whole substitutions thing. The substitutions are not why the game got out of hand.
Anyway, can we talk about some positives from last night?
Yeah.
Erling Haaland did break the 100-goal record. slaps Alan Shearer into the shadow. See you later, mate. Bye-bye. Get in the shadow. 100 up. Great
that was
finish, by
great.
the way.
I think
What
he's
a
been a little
finish.
nervous about that for a few games too. So it's nice to see him kind of get that off his back. So I think that might open him up for some more.
I thought. I mean, that great ball from Doku, and what a finish from the big man. He rifled it in, even though it hit the post earlier, by the way, which I thought. Well, so he hit the post twice. Actually,
I tell you what,
Yeah,
I knew he'd miss that. I just had a feeling he'd miss it, but
You know,
Did you feel he was going to miss it?
I had a feeling. I was like, this is going to be a tight game. A 6-minute goal is too good to be true, and lo and behold, he hit the post. But
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But, you know, we got the goal in the 17th minute, and then we got the second. Haaland went from scorer to assister. By the way, they say he can't assist. What a ball. And Reinders with a beautiful lob. Yeah, whatever you want to call it, over Leno.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see him get on the score sheet, man. I know he's been so close. Hopefully that will give him more confidence in front of goal, and hopefully he can put away more chances because he gets some good positions all the time. And, you know, hopefully, you know, like I said before, he scores one. They come in bunches now, but that's the requirement from a player of his caliber for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And and Foden, of course, is looking back to his confident self. He's taken those percentage shots; they're going in more. I think he's being rewarded for taking more risks. And again, I thought he was a calm head in that first half. Like I said, we were able to counter from their corners because he was getting his head up, looking for options as opposed to just clearing the ball like we were doing in the second half. But yeah, a healthy Foden takes his team up 2 levels, 3 levels.
What a player, man!
Unbelievable.
He's Foden back. He's Foden back now.
That's not even a debate. He absolutely is back.
Yeah.
I think he's been back for the whole season. Like he's been very. I think he's been very consistent for us, and it's great to watch.
He's enjoying his football again. Clearly,
they won't loan a CDM. They'll wait for Rodri to get back because Elliot Anderson is for the summer, not for January.
Yeah,
Boris will not sell in January. So anyway, any ideas of buying a midfielder in January, you need to take that out of your mind.
Even a right back, it looks like we're going to try to wait for Livramento for the summertime too. So
I'd wait for him. He's very good.
Looks like the only one they'll try and do is Semenyo. They're trying to get the Elliot Anderson done earlier for the summer. Because obviously it looks like Oscar Bobby's surplus to requirements, which is sad, but 2 games on the bounce now has been left at home.
I don't think Bob can help us with the areas we really need help in. Like we desperately need a 6-8. Because if we lose 2 or 3 midfielders next summer, like they need to be ones that are further back, not the 10s. I think we're set in kind of the 10s, so that's just unfortunate for Bob.
What do you mean, be serious? How can you justify Mamouche getting a minute here and 3 minutes there if I'm in Mamouche and putting in 2 fingers? No, that's fine. But the point I'm trying to make to everyone is you all think subbing Haaland's that easy.
Well,
That's
I mean, you play him until he gets injured. And
you do realise Haaland's on goal bonuses. So if you take Haaland off on 60 minutes for Mamouche, and Mamouche scores 2 goals, Haaland's like, well, you just cost me 50 grand. Please, we need to come out with this idea that all the players are all happy for each other and la-di-da. Footballers are selfish, care about themselves, especially when there's money on the line.
Yep.
At the end of the day, Haaland's your #1 striker, and he very rarely is going to get subbed and come off.
Well, he's a human being, though, and human beings do get injured. So if you maintain his fitness, you can preserve him longer. So no matter how much money he makes, he's gonna, he'll probably get injured at some point.
Yeah, and that's fine. But I don't get. We're wishing. Let's just see what happens. He might not get injured.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to wait and see. I mean, how many minutes has Harry Kane done?
We're becoming Player FC again. We're becoming Player FC again.
I just think it's the common thing.
Darks, that was a joke. That was a joke about him going to AFCON. That was a joke. I know Uzbekistan's not in the AFCON. I'm a geography major. I know where Uzbekistan is.
They are in the World Cup though. So
No, I mean,
I'm gonna try to go to one of their games because I'm hoping they'll be cheap.
do you think the goal just before half time from Smith Rowe, which was, by the way, was a delicious header, I will say, it was a very, very good header. You think that rocked us a little bit for half time?
We scored 2 right after right when we came back, so I'm not sure.
I think it gave them confidence that they could score against us.
But then we came back with 2 goals, so I'm
I'm
not quite sure. If they had made it like 3-2 or something, I could see us getting nervous. But we responded by scoring 2 goals pretty early. So I think that what turned into an own goal, the Doku one, that was like in the 54th minute or 55th minute or something like that.
The 5-2 was the real turning point for me, and the way we responded to it. Again, that's the one thing that's going to get under my skin for the long term about this game. But the 3-1, just annoying. A really, really poor concession of a corner leading up to it with like Guardiola, a sloppy back pass, and Donnarumma not sprinting all the way to keep it in. But again, well taken goal in the end. I don't think it made a huge difference. I thought the second one was the turning point.
That doesn't make a difference. Stones leaving in 6 months, mate. It's not the way Pep works. Gundogan was leaving in 6 months and he still played him to the last game of the season. He plays the players that he trusts, which, people call him favourites, whatever. Aaron, thank you for the 9 months, mate. Big up yourself. Thank you for your amazing support. And Amara, the £2 cushion off 360 minutes played in the Premier League, 1 goal conceded. That's fine. I think Kushnoff will have a great career. He's still a young lad.
Remember before he got injured, we said, man, we can't function without him.
Yeah. Again, good player, but he's got time on his side. And while he was out injured, Nunes was lighting the world on fire. So again, I don't think many people had him coming straight back in. Maybe now you can consider it, but again, when he came back, Nunes was in peak form.
Savio will be gone in Jan. Can we discuss,
no, he
please?
Won't. Can we give up on that?
Do we have to discuss this every show, though?
Well, I don't know, because Savino got the blame again yesterday. I don't know what he did wrong. Got the blame.
I give up on this. I don't know why he's the scapegoat in every game.
I thought it was one of his better cameos, to be honest. I thought he was actually pretty good. Should have had an assist.
I don't think he was bad when he came on. I don't know where everyone's got his.
The only thing I thought was poor from him, I thought he did a really good job up the pitch, but I think in those type of situations when you're trying to manage the game, you can't give away cheap corners. And I think defensively he had a hard time defending and trying to hold the ball when he did get the ball in the defensive side of the pitch for me.
That is a good point from Darsh.
Buying cushion off them, we might as well get the ready-made players, defenders then. Because we were buying for the Darsh, you know this, we were buying for the future.
We're buying for the future, Darsh. We're buying for the future.
Right.
We should have sent him on loan. We should have sent him on loan.
No, Darsh knows this.
Listen off. They're all going to play. We're not going to hear about this anymore.
If you didn't sign Cushion off now, you wouldn't have bought him. He'd have gone to Newcastle or Tottenham.
I'd send him on loan because I think he needs to be playing, and him just sitting on the bench is not.
No, because you need defenders as thing, and one of the defenders will go in January. So then he gets promoted again.
So what happens if Nunes gets injured or suspended? Who are you playing at right back then?
He just has to wait his turn. That's all we're saying. It's just a bit of patience.
Well, Martin, we're forgetting what month of the year it is. It's December.
Yeah.
There's games every 3 days. There's games every 2 days towards the end. Everyone's going to get their go. We have.
So when we bought this lad from PSG, should we chuck him in the first team straight away then?
No. Why would you?
We brought Sangari from PSG. Should we chuck him into the first team straight away?
We didn't buy him for the first team, though. Did we?
But we didn't buy Kushnoff for now.
I think young players need to play. That's my point. I think young players should be playing. Why do you think Oscar Bob wants to leave? You said the same thing. He's not playing.
Why should young players be playing?
To develop? Because that's how you get better? I don't
Are
think you get better
we here to win now or develop?
Well, yeah, then save those. Then go get those players developed somewhere else and bring them back.
And you don't buy him then.
Yeah, maybe we should have bought them then.
So Kel, you've gone from 20 minutes ago. He needs to be getting minutes to. We should never have bought him.
I want him to get minutes, and he's just sitting on the bench right now. So for his career, maybe he should not be at the club. Maybe he should be at loan somewhere playing.
This is just a hard position a club of Man City's level has when they're going through a rebuild.
Young players are going to have to wait
their time to come in and develop because we're trying to win at the same time that we're trying to rebuild. It's just what teams at the high level have to go through. You know, like Real Madrid, Guler was on the bench all last season. He didn't see Inter playing.
We're not a charity.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait your time.
When did we become Brighton and Hove Albion?
Martin, in the summer it was
Lopez at Barcelona. Everybody wants him. He's having to wait his time at Barcelona.
Yeah, and in the summer it was saying, "Oh, the project players. What's changed? I don't get it. I don't know what the fan base wants anymore. I really don't."
I think the club is sending mixed messages. If we're trying to win now, then you should have bought like ready-made younger players.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're rebuilding, then you play then you play these younger players.
Well,
I don't get what the message is. I'm confused.
Because a rebuild's not bringing in younger players. A rebuild is bringing in better players to go forward. So Elliot Anderson and Semenyo are part of that rebuild, are they not?
Yeah, but I think they're ready-made.
Right.
You're going to drop them straight into the first team. You're not going to sit them on the bench fourth choice behind 30-year-olds.
No, but we can't buy 11 ready-made players. It's a squad game. Whether you like it or not, some players are bench players. Some players are straight always play players. That's football at the top. Barcelona have it. Real Madrid have it. Bayern Munich have it.
But Bayern Munich is about to loan out the right back they bought last summer to Crystal Palace because he's not playing. They're playing a 30-year-old at right back right now.
Yeah. Foden waited 4 years. Great point. He waited 4 years. He was dipped in and out the team.
But then again, it's said 30-year-old is having the season of his career, but they're not saying get the young players in.
What's
look at Chelsea tonight.
Lamorna or something like that?
Conrad Limer. He's been playing great.
Son of Hamza, you've been told stop trying to run the channel, mate. Thank you. There are issues where he keeps doing that every show. Keeps telling people where to be and what to do and what shows to do. Other teams play the kids. I think that's at you, Kelster.
Yeah, Bayern Munich are starting a 17-year-old. Barcelona, I think they won. Yeah, they won the league last year with a 17-year-old playing right wing.
Who they brought him in when they weren't at the very top, though. They had 2-3 difficult seasons when they were recovering from the financial stuff. And Bayern are playing in a one-team league, so it's a lot easier to integrate there. The Premier League isn't what it was 10 years ago with only a few very good teams. It's a very difficult league up and down. You don't have easy games anymore. And this is coming from someone who loves the academy. I just think we're in a very, very difficult spot integration-wise. And if you bring kids in and they don't perform well, you'll get, why are we giving time to project players? Why are we a charity? Which is what we saw in the summer when we were linked to young players. When we were linked to Rodrigo, you need to sign ready-made players. You need to stop signing project players. So
I never got the Rodrigo stuff.
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Not my cup of tea.
The Savinho hate is weird at the moment. Look, should have closed down the fourth goal. What about the other 4 goals? The other 3 goals then? We're blaming him.
I don't want to start naming names on the other goals.
Jesus.
Because one of them is Guardiola.
So let's chill on the cushion. Listen, Kushinoff will have an amazing Manchester City career. It's just patience. That's all it is. It's patience.
I'll give him another positive from the game, can I? Since apparently I'm the negative queen. I loved Ryan Cherky's cameo. I thought he did.
You've had a slight meltdown. You've had a slight meltdown in the last 24 hours. You have. You've slightly melted down in the last 24 hours.
Cal, I watched your show yesterday.
I had a meltdown on that one. Yeah.
Mode.
I had a meltdown on that one.
Tell Bernardo to fuck off. Tell Stones to fuck off.
I watched that game back. I don't think Bernardo was anywhere near as bad as what people have said he was again. because I'm one of them. I have to watch it back. And I thought, I'm not watching it back at 3 a.m. Balls to that. I'm getting some sleep. So got in 3 a.m. Alan rang me, by the way. Alan has to ring me at 3 a.m. How are you doing? You all right? You where? Was it a long journey? No, Alan, it was fucking down the road, mate. Took me 10 minutes. Of course, it was a long damn journey. So anyway, he rings me up. He went, so it talked to me for an hour. So I said, right, got in bed. This morning with my dad, I thought I'll watch the game with my dad. And I'm like, watch. I thought I'm just going to watch Bernardo because everyone said he's shit. Especially, I was like, he was shit. He wasn't this. I thought, I need to watch this. I thought, he wasn't amazing, but he wasn't the worst player on the pitch.
I'm unfairly scapegoating him. The issue is the entire midfield. It's all of them. It's not just him, and I'm unfairly scapegoating him. So
I'm one of them. I think he's tired. I think he's
that's a squad management issue then.
I think
like I think he's going to be better if he's only playing once a week.
Okay, right. Okay, you keep saying squad management. These were our substitutions last night. Ain't Nori defender. Ake defender. Cherky doesn't do what Bernardo does. Totally different players. Kushinov defender. Rico Lewis, no one wants. No one come back to me and go give Rico Lewis the Bernardo minutes because I will go after you then. Because nobody wants Rico Lewis anywhere near the damn team.
I'll tell you what the management was. And I said this before. I said, don't play Bernardo in the Leeds game. Keep him fresh for the Fulham game. He played him in both, and he gets tired. So I think you play him in all the away games because you need him in the games away from home when our mentality drops. And you find games at home you don't play him in. That's just how I feel you can manage him. Like I wouldn't have played him against Leeds United.
So who would you play though? Because I think we're all saying the same thing here. Our squad does have injuries, and all our injuries are in one area. If you've not noticed,
yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
All our injuries are midfield. So unless you're going to give Rico Lewis the keys, and fine, do it. Then you got to give Rico Lewis the keys.
Actually, Leeds at home. Maybe that is a game you play Rico Lewis. Maybe that is. That's actually a good one. If you can't trust him in that game, then he needs to go in January.
Ed, what would you do? How do you solve this midfield issue until Rodri gets back then?
Did he hear you?
Anyone? Yeah, he can hear me. He doesn't know.
For me, you keep the same personnel and tell them, get your head up, look for options, stop clearing the ball first time, look around and make sure you have time.
They have to play all the next 3 games, man. They have to play Sunderland, Real Madrid, Crystal Palace. That midfield is going to have to play every one of those games.
It is, and that's a worry because Nico Gonzalez looks very, very leggy. And
who's the game after Crystal Palace?
3 games in a row, I think he's making mistakes he wasn't making before the break.
He looks knackered.
He had this overcommit against Leverkusen that led to the second goal.
No, you cheeky sods, do not even open that door.
So after
he's
Crystal
injured, by the way.
Sorry,
he's injured.
West Ham and Forest.
Yeah, after Crystal Palace, we can do some rotation because we have West Ham. He can rotate the midfield then. But
so I don't know. I don't think Nico G's going to make it to them.
They're going to rotate against Brentford in midweek. Let's be honest. They'll probably play the first.
Oh, do we have a Carabao Cup? Is that a Carabao Cup?
Yeah. Well, we do because I'm going to that game. I know.
Okay, yeah. He'll rotate in that game. Yeah, he's going to have to. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. You're going to slap me with this. I'd rotate the Madrid game.
I don't blame you.
Why not?
I actually don't blame you.
Do you know why?
You just bank on Galatasaray and Bodo Glimt? You just
yes, yes, I will.
Yeah. All my effort is on Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray.
I would.
The Real Madrid one's a free hit for me.
Exactly. Whatever lineup you put out, you're going in as underdogs. I'm sorry. I'm
They're
sorry.
also not good. They just drew to Girona.
And I'll say this again: you don't need to beat Real Madrid to get through.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem. By the way, yeah, people think I'm being a bit harsh on Rico. Maybe I am, but Rico, I don't think Rico will be here long. I think he wants game time.
Yeah.
Rightfully so as well. Probably does want game time. He was loyal in the summer. He turned down the Forest move, and he's...
I mean, that was probably a good move for him. I'm not going to lie. That probably was a good move. Maybe a better team than Forest, but...
How's that move working out for McAtee?
Do you trust this team at Bodo Glimt? Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss?
Come on. I know it's going to be like negative 10 degrees, but come on, man.
They've got 2 points, mate. What we doing here? If you can't beat Bodo Glimt, you shouldn't be in the competition.
This is also a month and a half down the line, so we could be in a totally different situation by then.
If Aki leaves, is it more likely we'll get a new centre back or promote Midfield? No, I don't think. I don't. That's where Kushinov comes in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Kushinov will just take Aki's spot.
How much is
Our
Ake?
squad's 26.
Which I
180
disagree
from
with.
what I can look up, Ed. 180 a week.
Which I disagree with because we need another left footer in there. I don't like having one left foot centre back, but
Would Simeone take over Ake's wages basically? Like 1 in, 1 out?
Simeone?
I don't know.
He hasn't played for 30 years, mate.
What? Simeone?
Wait, why did you say
What? Is he going to
Simeone?
Atletico Madrid?
No, I'm talking about the Bournemouth winger. If Ake leaves,
Semenyo.
Semenyo.
Oh,
Semenyo, he would just take over those wages then, right?
20 years, not 30 years. Don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'd probably say about 150.
Because I know Stefan's been saying we need to get some wages off the books to bring somebody like him in. So
I will say, and I don't know where you want to go with this. Liverpool have moved now for Semenyo.
Yeah.
His family are doing the rounds.
Yeah, they were at the Arsenal game today.
Mm-hmm. And they've been doing the Liverpool one last week, and I think they're coming to ours. So they're doing the Harlem bit. They're going round speaking to everyone. Wait, Danny, when you come into Manchester, they are. What hotel you in? What's your room number? And give us your mobile number.
Not a chance. My flight's a week from today, so coming up soon.
Yeah, that tells you where we're at. We've still got a lot of outs to do. So that's why I said it wasn't going to be solved in one window. It is going to take time. I don't think he'll fully solve it till the summertime.
yeah. I don't know why people give Viana a bunch of crap because he walked into a complete mess.
And got 10 players out.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good for I'll give him credit. I think he did it. I think he did as well of a job as he could have. I mean, I've heard he got rid of 20 at Sporting or Sporting Lisbon or something like that. But I was like, I doubt any of those players were over 100K a week. And we've got multiples in the hundreds, 200s to get rid of. Like it's hard to move those wages. Like, we're seeing with Calvin Phillips, 150K a week for the next 3 years. We can't get rid of him. Nobody wants him.
I mean, the one thing I'll say is obviously tonight, Arsenal have won, sadly. They got a boring 2-0 win against
God,
Brentford.
that game was awful. They make my eyes bleed. It's
I want to be boring. Make City boring again.
He's going to start the Make City Boring Again campaign. I don't want basketball. Stop the basketball. What about Anderson? That'll be summertime. That'll be.
I don't know why people keep thinking that can be done in January.
Yeah, Marinakis is not allowing him to leave. And he has got a release clause, but it's for the Champions League club and it only activates in the summer.
Oh, so, release clause FC, man.
We need to take away. We need to stop this January move for Anderson.
I think people got excited because of last year. We made the moves in January, but
Semenyo is a gooner.
They forgot about Nico G. The only reason he was able to is because they dropped out of the Europa League or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what we had to wait for them to come out of Europe. Semenyo, why would Arsenal get Semenyo? This is the bit that makes me laugh because they've already got enough wingers.
Well, because Trossard and Martinelli are leaving, Trossard's probably leaving, and I would imagine Martinelli's not going to stay.
Trossard's just signed an extension.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was only a 1 year, I think, extension, Martin. I think it was.
Yeah, but they've got him, Martinelli, Saka, Eze, and Madueke. How many wingers do they want? The greedy little
one of those will have to leave. And it has been linked to Yildiz, by the way.
But he's still got 5 then.
Yeah, you're right. They've been linked to Yildiz for a while.
We've only got 1. Well, 2. Danny, give us your price. I mean, obviously, and by the way, Chelsea, everyone was worried about.
I'm landing in Heathrow, not in Manchester. So
big up Daniel Fark, 3-1 winners tonight against Chelsea. Against Leeds United did beat Chelsea tonight. Believe it or not, and absolutely stuffed them.
Yeah, I guess missing a DM is a big deal, isn't it?
Chelsea went out with the strongest team. They had Sanchez, Chalobah, Adebayo, Badiashile, Cucurella, Fernandez.
They have Santos, Kelly. They have Santos. They still have a DM.
João Pedro, Gittins, Delap, Estavo, or Estavo, whatever you want to call him. So, you know what I mean? Don't tell me about the match he didn't score. He was in my dream team as well, bastard. And what were the other results tonight? Liverpool drew 1 each with Sunderland, which takes us nicely on. Danny, we'll start with you. The Black Cats at the weekend.
Well, yeah. So this is not the same Sunderland team I grew up on. This is not Advocaat's team, DeCanio's team, bloody David Moyes' team. This is a totally new Sunderland who have recruited differently and bought in a bunch of young players, and it's paid off for them. They're flying high at the moment. They're getting good results, and they've got that veteran leadership in the midfield with Xhaka, and it's going to be a good challenge for us. So we'll see what happens. I back us to beat them, but don't know. It's a good litmus test for us. It's a good litmus test for them. They've been a little bit less prolific on the road than they have been at home. So, yeah, 3 p.m. Saturday. Luckily, it's not some crazy night game where it could go either way. We usually have a good record with 3 p.m.s, but we'll see what happens. Don't know what else to say, really. Play your best team, get to 3 points.
Do you know, funnily enough, I've got a feeling the Sunderland game will be the easiest one.
What of the next 3?
No, of the 3 we just had.
I don't know.
Based on what?
Well, that's only because
of the way they play.
That's only because the last 2 have been shockers, let's be honest.
I think the way they'll play at the Etihad will be a pro to us. I think it'll suit us.
I think they're going to sit back, Martin. I think they're going to sit back.
I don't know if they will. They only play with Xhaka as like a lone 6 today.
That's what I'm saying.
They went to Anfield.
They are quite brave. They are quite brave.
Maybe.
I mean, tonight they had 9 shots at Anfield.
They should have won the game at the end. Oh, they had a great chance at the end, and Chiesa, of all people, cleared it. I was like, come on, man. Or blocked it. I was like, damn.
See, the only problem is with Sunderland is they are a transition team themselves. They're not based on possession, which means we're going to have to play possession.
Good.
Before anyone goes,
quite vulnerable to transition, so that could be concerning.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really tough midfield battle, and considering the state our midfield is in right now and how exhausted everyone is, I'm very nervous about that matchup. Like, particularly the midfield. I'm just very nervous. I feel like we've lost control of games because our midfield just it's not functioning right now. And so to face an organized, like, in-form midfield is making me nervous.
Well, I'll give you some good news. I'm not going.
It's only the away games, right?
No, we won last night, so you can't go up, man.
Did you leave at 5-4?
I think someone owes you some money, right?
No, I did not. As much as everyone was like, Martin, I actually had messages saying get out. Someone messaged me at 5:03 and went, can you please leave?
Oh, you were supposed to send a video of yourself dancing because we needed verification that you were dancing.
No, my phone was soaking. Did you not see the rain last night?
What?
I
thought it stopped.
Getting your phone out. Getting your phone out in an away end, you absolute tourist. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I don't. See what I mean? Yeah, you absolute tourist. My son calls me that when I always, before the game at home, I always do a quick, as they're coming out, I get a quick thing like the team's coming out in the stadium. And my son goes, you tourist. I'm like, who are you talking to? He went, put your phone away. I went, all right.
Hey, you raised the right, Warren. You raised the right.
Calls me a day tripper, calls me everything when I get my phone out. So yeah. So yeah, I'm not there on Saturday.
When I went 6 years ago, you got a video of me singing Blue Moon, and that's it. Phone was off the rest of the game.
Best way, you know. Martin won the
Exactly.
away games, yeah. But someone said the next away game I do, I'm going to do a vlog. Someone's asked me to do a travel vlog.
Stop
so
it.
It's very hard though, because then my son has to do the video in as I'm driving, because I can't be like that driving. Look, Martin's son is a legend behaviour.
No, you can't do that.
You met him at Wembley, Dash.
Mate, you're gonna be doing a space on the way back in your car, and you're gonna have a cop pull you over, and he's gonna hear Hamza shouting down the mic. He's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Did that last night. Did a space last night to keep me awake, but I didn't stop. I stopped for 5 minutes and just drove all the way back.
Yeah.
No, but I'm actually listen. I know we're not perfect at the minute, but we're second in the league. We're 5 points away. I actually think we're in a good position. And the scary thing is, as much as everyone's saying our squad's not as deep, it's not good, it's not that. And it's like Pierce said earlier on, yeah, I'm not saying we can win the league by a canter like we have in the past, but we can win this league. We can win it.
Arsenal plays Aston Villa too. So.
And exactly. Well, that's the other point I was going to make, because Arsenal are away at Villa, and Villa are now third in the league on 27 points. Chelsea went from weekend gloating about joining with Arsenal, being the title contenders, to now 6 points behind them.
They are such a weird team, Chelsea. They are such a strange.
They're a cup team. I think their biggest threat from them will be in a cup.
It's weird. Like, it's gonna sound weird. They're big game merchants. They win the big games, and they have clangers like this once a month, and that's why I can never take them like fully seriously.
Martin, they're 9 behind. Martin, they're 9 behind now. They're not 6, they're 9.
Oh, they're 9 behind now. Jesus, that's right. What's even what? Yeah, they are 9. You're right. Sorry, I thought they were 9 behind. And people are telling us that we're shit and not in the title race. Get in the bin, people. Can you imagine us when we actually get going? Jesus, Mary Joseph. We are competing, and that's all I want with a young team in a massive transition. Spot on. That's all I have.
Fair dues. Absolutely fair.
And those are my standards. Everyone asking what my standards are. That is it. Compete.
We should be going for that Carabao Cup this season. I think we can win it. And it would put great mentality into our squad. Because a lot of these players, you learn how to win by winning. So if we got over the line in a Carabao Cup, that would be really awesome for this team.
Amar's done another super chat. Thank you, mate. We are only charitable to Savinio, nobody else. What is Savio done? Poor guy. Poor fella. Poor fella. Poor fella. Right, anything else you lot want to add?
Shout out Ryan Cherky, man. What a baller.
Yeah. Nice cameo.
I thought he did. I thought he was great yesterday. He calmed us down, and I was really impressed by that.
Do you guys start Cherky against Sunderland?
We'll go and start. Would you make any changes for Sunderland? Yeah. We know Kelsey's going to put cushion off him for someone, so we know that's
I'm not starting him. I'm
joking. You are so rattled in the last 24 hours. You are rattled at the minute. Kelsey's having an emotional moment this 24 hours gone. Now you know how we all felt in the night.
How you word that, Martin.
Now you know how we felt in the 90s. Big up, Governor. Yeah, by the way, check out Blues Down Under as well. Great show with the lads talking Fulham preview. But no, would you, Kelsey, we'll start with you. Would you make any changes for Sunderland? For Sunderland. Sorry, I know we're not at Sunderland.
Just because, I don't know. I would just bring subs on earlier. If it falls apart in the second half again, get some fresh bodies. Don't wait till the 80th minute until they've equalized type thing. Be a little more proactive on the sub. That's all I would really say. But I was going to say about Cherky, I want him to start, but I think he's going to be that impact sub for a little while. I think Tijani will play most. He'll start the game, and I think Turkey will be the one who comes on for him. And because he's showing he can kind of calm games down, so maybe that is more valuable off the bench for the time being. And that's okay. He's making it. He's very impactful off the bench, and so just ride the wave, I guess.
Yeah, fair play. I don't think I'd change much. Maybe get Cherokee in for Grinders or for Bernardo. But aside from that, you don't change a formula that's technically winning you games. Not sustainably winning you games, but you're winning.
But due to Doku's injury record, we know he does pick up injuries when you start playing him consistently. Do you make a switch there?
Nope. Undroppable player for me. Absolutely undroppable player for me. Non-negotiable.
He's one I would think about rotating, but just, I give up on Mar. I just, I want Marmoush to play. It's clear he's not. Pep doesn't rate him.
He had one of his more sloppy games last night. He still got pretty much a goal and an assist. So, again, totally unfair.
By the way, has now been confirmed on player release for AFCON in line with the same principle used for the FIFA World Cup in 2020. The release period will be reduced by 7 days. So they've got to be released by Monday, the 15th.
After Palace, yeah.
So that again, Ed, you might get a bit fuzzy, mate.
You all right, Sean Dyche? Come again. Nah, he's still gone Sean Dyche for me.
No.
Sounds like a Dalek from Doctor Who. Hello. All right, speak now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, no. I was just saying that. Damn, what was I saying?
86 minutes freeze up tonight. 0 goals, 5 touches. Jesus.
That was nasty.
They did mention it in the broadcast.
Seeing you say we spend badly. Mix off.
I'm still waiting for that 20-game unbeaten run from Liverpool that was promised to me by a certain someone just before the season started.
Oh, someone's got money on that too.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's going to clean up in that department. I'm just going to say that.
So why are you so confident when you were 5-1 in front and Fulham could have an equaliser so you only had a draw?
I'm actually wondering the same thing because
we're at home as well.
I think I would just be a little more cautious.
When is that Carabao Cup game against Brentford? Is that after
16th?
Midweek after Palace.
Oh, Marmoush won't be here, will he?
That's gonna say.
You got no Marmoush and no ain't no.
What are they gonna do? What they're gonna do? They're not going to play Haaland, are they? They can't.
Oh, if only Haaland had gotten some rest in the past couple of games. Oh no. Oh, okay. Good luck, Haaland. I hope you stay healthy. Might have to call up Sangare.
I know. Delap 2.0. Banger against Bournemouth.
Andrews,
Emblema, is that his name? The guy from last year, he came in that one cup game, the 6-0 or 8-0 or whatever it was.
Scored the second goal,
maybe.
Mikasa.
Who knows? Yeah. Give him another start in the competition.
He's the only academy player I could potentially see being on the bench for that one, but I'm not even confident in that.
I'll tell you exactly what he's going to do that game. He'll play Foden false 9.
Which is just...
But Foden's looking a little gassed too.
It's just not Foden's best role at all. It really isn't.
It was when we had a functioning midfield, but I think the false 9 is just... I don't think we can play that right now because our midfield is just a mess.
Well, you can go Doku false 9. So he'll do something. He won't stick a youngster in, not in the quarterfinals.
Nah.
He'll go false 9. Or he might even play Haaland.
It's going to be Haaland.
He might even play Haaland, yeah.
He probably will play Haaland, let's be honest. But again, it's 2 weeks away.
Hold on, Erling Haaland. Just hold on. But unfortunately, help is not on the way.
Hey, man, keep on drinking that. I don't know what type of milk he's drinking, but just keep on drinking
raw milk.
Oh, raw milk is the best.
E. coli. We love it.
I don't think you will.
I've never gotten sick off of raw milk.
I don't think he will play McCassell. I think when we're at the quarterfinals, I think he'll start taking it serious.
I think the only time you saw something anywhere close to that was when Bravo was injured about 7 years ago, and he played Muric all the way up to the final, and then even took him out for the final with Ederson back in. But
He's a Ruben Diaz striker.
That's the goalkeeper. It's different than playing in a very fluid midfield role that Makasa's playing.
If only we still had Ederson, he could have played in the midfield. We all want to see it, right? We all wanted
And not
to
only
see
that, the other side of the coin for Haaland, well, for all of them actually going into this is well, when is it? 17th. There's no Ain't Nori, there's no Mamouche. Who's our next game? Until I will check. Who's our next game after it?
It's West Ham.
West Ham at home.
West Ham, yeah. I'm at that one as well.
Yeah, it'll go false 9 against Brentford, is what I think.
It's also
I'm out that one. I've got my tickets already.
Where you sat?
False 9's a shout.
Where you sat against West Ham?
In my seat. No stand.
Yeah, I am as well.
Which level are you on?
Oh, I can't remember. I think the top one, highest tier.
Oh, you plastic! Look at him going up there with the rest of them.
Mate, I had to spam
Probably all I
refreshing
can
the page.
afford.
I got the.
Welcome back, Vader from Miguel Show. Welcome back, Vader from Miguel Show.
No.
Is
I
that
wasn't on
where
Egal's
he
show.
Is that where he went?
I wasn't on Egal's show.
Whoa, right. Hang
Wow.
on, mate. We need a chat here, mate. Whoa.
But
You're
look,
leaving
you
a
guys see,
pissing show.
you guys see where we're at?
Was you on Egal's show? I'm going to check. I'm going to
no,
right now.
I was.
This is almost. This is almost the 12-month anniversary of when Alan said he was taking a call and came on LB show after the derby. He got kicked off the channel.
Yeah, I've got to go and do some work on LB's show.
Yeah.
Cheers, Alan.
That was a classic. That was a classic.
And then he said something that got him cancelled, and he was kicked off that show for months.
Oh
as well.
damn!
What a guy.
I know he just goes in the chat. Put me on LB. Put me on LB. He just ignores him now.
He sends in the super chats.
So demanding.
I think he was on the show. Actually, I think he was on the show last night when they were doing the post match. I think I heard Alan getting on late.
Oh.
But Vader, will you make any changes for Sunderland?
I think we need to. I honestly do.
Oh, Sariq's here now. They're all here. Everyone's here.
Oh, you're on
And
mute
he's
though.
on mute.
I thought you were going to try to end the stream, so I figured I'd jump on real quick and make you go for another hour.
That's what Nate's doing.
Classic. But to answer your question with regards to changes, I would like to see O'Reilly, like Kels brought up earlier in the show. I did not. Like Kels brought up early in the show, I would like to see maybe O'Reilly get dropped from a rest standpoint, not because of a performance, but let's give him a rest. I don't want to make too many changes because then I think we're like, the continuity between everybody is kind of lost. But either O'Reilly gets a rest or Nunes gets a rest. Give Kosanov that right side duty, or maybe give Ait Nori that left hand side, and then one of them gets subbed on later in the game. Maybe we could have managed something like that. If we can show some type of control in this game, and we can give, if we can give Nico Gonzalez some rest, I would really love that. I think he needs to start just for us to have balance, but if he can get rest, that would be great, because we're going to have a tough run. Because after we play Sunderland, we play Real Madrid. And there's a huge portion of the fan base that really, really care about the UCL. They really, really care about the UCL. So this is the game where I'd like us to show some type of rotation, either by controlling the game, subs, and maybe seeing some fresh bodies reserved for the Real game.
If you're dropping Nico O'Reilly, who's your left back?
Nori?
It's got to be Nori.
Okay. I'll live with it. I like it. I thought you were going to say Vardiol, and I think that's the worst thing you can do to Vardiol right now. If he's battling a knee problem, making him run up and down the pitch the whole game,
I agree.
disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, I don't know Sunderland that well, to be honest with you, to know whether they're going to kill us with pace on the wings. I don't know if that's really where their threats are, but as poor as Ake's been, he's also an option for me in terms of maybe he gets on. I mean, he did get onto the pitch to close out the game. Is it something where maybe he doesn't start, but he gets onto the pitch again? He gives us 35 minutes or I don't know. Gives us 35 minutes in a second half to kind of give some rest to the defenders that we're going to need in Real Madrid. Maybe we see Holland, like to what was said earlier, maybe we see Holland get subbed off after he gets his brace, and we got Marmouche on there for some relief. But
Yeah,
not too many changes. Yeah, we can't do too many changes. Sunderland looked decent versus Liverpool, and they've been looking good all season. So,
I mean, Sunderland just drew with Arsenal 2-2. They drew with Liverpool.
Oh,
They drew with
Arsenal,
Liverpool
yeah.
1.
Facts.
So I mean, they have the ability to hang with teams. They lost 1-0 to Fulham, but they're not a bad team. And again, I think it's going to be in that midfield.
yeah. I agree.
Again, pace, power, all those. Not even necessarily pace, but mostly the power with Xhaka and others in the midfield.
Yeah, Xhaka could be set up. He could feast on our midfield. Just him by himself.
I tell you what, playing against
Buffet is
Xhaka,
very good too.
playing against Xhaka is not the time to not be closing down shots from distance, because that guy's got one of the best left feet in Europe.
Yeah.
I've seen it at Arsenal. I've seen it at Leverkusen. I even saw it at Gladbach, and when he was playing with Switzerland. I mean, he's got a rocket there. So close him down at all costs. That might be their most threatening attacker at the end of the day.
They also have a very good keeper, so we could get frustrated by that.
Yeah, keeper who's very confident with his feet as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good shot stopper. Decent.
He released the pass versus Liverpool, and
He
it
did.
looked like they were
that
gonna.
almost got the winner. Yeah. So we got to be aware of that, because we do not have the pace to handle something like that.
Talby as well.
Well, we do, but he won't play.
Talby's very good. He played against us in the UEFA Youth League like 4 seasons ago. He's very, very good technical player, good finisher. So, yeah, their recruitment's been very creative, and it's paid off for them, like I said 20, 30 minutes ago. So fair play to them. They got some European veterans at the back, Mukiele, Hertrida. Like, it's good. It's a good.
A lot of them are going to AFCON, though, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're going to
Not
be.
for this game.
But
They're
not
going to be absent
not
for the
by
away
Sunday
game, which is good.
or Saturday.
If we go to their stadium, they'll be gone.
That's true.
Yeah, when we go north and play them, they'll be gone. So.
Well, they're currently 6. They've played 14, won 6, drawn 5, lost 3, scored 18, conceded 14. Their last 6 games, they've won, drawn, lost. So they've won 1 in the last 5.
They've given the big teams a game. I think they gave Chelsea a game.
They beat Chelsea.
They beat Chelsea. They drew with Arsenal, and they drew with Liverpool. So
against United.
They're not going to be afraid of us.
Because they beat Chelsea away, they beat Forest away.
I think they were playing and Forest, though. I mean,
They lost at United. They do tend to, a lot of their defeats tend to be away than they are at home. They're stronger at home than they are away. Steve says sorry, but I think we'll batter them.
Disagree.
Ask,
I think we'll win, but I disagree with that.
One thing I will say, I think the game on Saturday will be very different to the one on at Christmas time.
I mean, we got to be clinical. I mean, I'm looking at this Liverpool match today because I wasn't able to watch it, but if you look at expected goals, 1.46 versus 0.42, total shots 23-9, but only 1 big chance for Liverpool. So again, you can have the ball, but you got to do something with it, and I think that's going to be important for us.
Also, they came back late against Arsenal, so the game will not be over until it's over.
They came back late against Bournemouth last weekend. They were 2-0 down,
did
won 3-2.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And so we have to have the
know that.
composure. We have to have the composure to not buckle when the inevitable push and press and all the things that they're going to do. It's inevitably going to happen. We have to be prepared for it, be composed enough to deal with it, and not cave mentally.
Yeah, this season it looks like there's going to be a lot of late winners and stuff. I mean, Villa versus Brighton was turned into a basketball match as well. So you got to have composure in these last waning minutes, especially with all the extra time. You got to stay locked in there.
All right, I asked my friend who watches Sunderland about scouting report. The quick scouting report is he says they're well organized and counter very well, but they aren't clinical. So, Donnarumma, the floor is yours. Shot stopper, let's go.
I'll back a 3-2. Like 14-15 would beat him 3-2. Little Jovetic back.
I'll take that all day.
Yeah, I will too. That was crazy.
I'll take the 3 points, but mentally, well, no, not even mentally. Physically, I don't know if my heart can take another, like, we go up 3-0, and then they start coming back, they get 2 quick goals, and then we had to hang on for dear life. I can't deal with that.
That's how it was in 14-15, though. I think we blew a 2-0 lead.
Don't do that
We
to
blew a
me.
2-0 lead that day. I think it's going to happen again, you know.
Be like Red Fox. It's the big one.
So
We got more
Lampard
coming
was all.
in from the text line. Okay, so Siddiqui, Shaka, and Lafay are really good players. They can play at any tempo, and they can also set the tempo.
Yeah.
So if it's a basketball game, they'll be fine, and if it's not a basketball, I think that's basically what that means. Steve also really hates Sunderland, so he's going to be a City fan on Saturday.
Hey, Martin.
Yes.
I was told on my stream last night that
Great stream, by the way. Shout out to the stream.
Appreciate it.
I missed it. I'm sorry I was doing
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. That wasn't the point. My point was to say that we only stopped their furious comeback because somebody put you out of the stadium and broke the curse that you broke the curse of the Martin away day.
So you should be collecting some money from that, Martin. Talbi is a very good winger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Danny was just saying.
What side winger?
I passed
left.
He plays on the right.
It's showing him on the left on FOTMob. At least this last game against Liverpool today, he was on the left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Vader, I'm just getting the scouting from Steve since he watches Sunderland all the time.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Got to use his abilities for good.
Well, he'll be on our watch along on Saturday.
Old school 4-4-2
for City.
They're in this match against Liverpool. They ran an old school 4-4-2.
I thought they played about 5.
This is what FOTMob is saying. I didn't get to watch the game, so if FOTMob is wrong, then blame them.
Yeah.
Driveway, so big up to them. Cost me a lot of money.
What happened?
Parts on someone's driveway went on justparking.com.
Oh.
And you said it did or didn't cost you a lot of money?
Cost me a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it cost you a lot, but less than parking.
No, cost me more than what parking will, but I got out quicker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because you had that long drive, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the convenience. I hear it.
Appreciate that, Walter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I went, I rode the train and then had to walk from the train stop or whatever to the stadium, which is a decent trip.
Do you know what I think you could end up doing is does he rush Rodri back?
No.
He's no worry.
No,
the presser made it sound like he's going to.
It's not. No, guys.
Well,
listen.
hold on. If he does, then that means
That's just what it sounded like.
But Pep has proven that he's not going to play him unless he's ready. So if he plays him, but if he plays him, that means he thinks he's ready, right?
Yeah, Pep's not rushing Rodri that. If he plays, it's not because Pep's like, we need you to play.
Exactly.
There's no rushing Rodri. I don't like Martin. Why'd you pose the question like that?
It was a
no. You had your choice on how do you want to frame it, and you framed it.
It's with Gal's show for 40 minutes. To come back and take again, sunshine.
I did not. Boo! I did not disappear to Gal's show. The point that I'm trying to.
Gal wasn't even live, by the way, so I don't even know.
I know. I just had to put that out there.
That's the rumor. That's what I heard.
No, it's not true. But listen, I am in the gym. I'm going to make sure I'm working out because I need to be prepared for a long season. But I just found
city gym.
Yeah, it is a city gym. Create the future. Create the future is what it says. Martin, I need to emphasize how you framed it, because you did pose it as he could rush Rodri back. What? No, there's no rushing. If Rodri plays, it's because all signs are pointed he can give us. Now, can he come back and play 90? Probably not.
No.
But maybe it's one of those where, hey, let's get him game speed, and he's subbed off at halftime or whatever. But Rodri,
that was my point.
Also, I don't think he can play more than one game a week to start with.
I would agree.
If you
I would
need
agree.
Nico G to have a rest, put Rodri on the bench to swap them for half time.
If ready, yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could potentially work.
Yeah.
Because at some point he's got to be ready.
Yeah. But here's the thing: if we can control out, there's too many games, so it's not going to be possible in December. But if there was ever a possibility of just delaying when we need Rodri, right? Like how we're controlling games, how we're scoring, how we're moving the ball. The more we can delay it, the better. And then he just comes back strong. Every game he doesn't play, he's getting stronger. He's getting fitter. So.
See,
Yeah.
I had a game penciled in for Rodri. I had the Brentford game in the cup. That's when I was chucking Rodri back.
Okay. Not mad at that. When was Rodri's last game? What was it?
The Brentford game in the league. So that was in October.
Okay.
2 months
He
ago.
came
as
off
well.
after like
Okay.
20 minutes because he
Yeah.
and he just sat down.
Yeah.
You could see his face. He was like,
Yeah.
he was devastated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was. It was Brentford, I believe.
Yeah, it was at Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford.
Well, everybody in the chat, I'm leaving. I'm not leaving
Yes.
the earth.
No,
I'm just
kidding.
leaving
It's a
the
joke.
show. And I'm not going
Bournemouth.
on Igal's show.
Bournemouth at home.
Oh,
He
yeah,
played
he did.
1 minute.
Oh, did he?
He's going
I
to
don't
the
even remember.
American show, right, Vader? What's that show called?
I don't even remember that. Wow.
American
Wait,
waffle.
what? American Waffle?
That
No, No, that's Thursday night. Wednesday night is my dinner prep. So I'm about to go put some food on, get my minions ready, and do the whole thing. And before that, I got to scoop my little princess up from Dan. So thanks for having me on. Guys, don't let Martin skew the questions like that. He's trying to stoke the fire. Don't let him get away with it. You guys, I'll catch you next week, or I'm sure
We're
I'll be
ending in a
talking.
minute anyway.
Oh, all right. But yeah, I do have to drop off camera. Take care.
Later, man.
In a bit.
Peace.
Big up. Go and give Better Games TV a lot of love. Top guy, top show. Go and show him a lot of love. Tariq, anything you want to add before we close? Because I know you've...
No, I mean, I was listening the whole time. I had to drop earlier because I don't really have too much more. I mean, I had a lot to say when you guys were in the moment and I was listening. I was like arguing in my car, but nah, I'm good.
I did that. I've done that on shows. I'm watching other shows and I argue with the screen.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes too.
So do
If I'm
I.
like listening to a show while I'm like out riding a bike or something,
It's only when I'm listening to Alan on other shows.
I was doing
You
it.
lying bastard. You do not think that. Why are you saying that? You don't think that at all. That's the best thing with Alan. He says one thing to me in private, goes on a show and says complete opposite, and you're like, what you on about? But we love Alan. We love Alan to bits. And Alan will be back tomorrow night. He's on his way back from the whole bar, and we can't wait to see him. Martin and my fellow North Americans winding you up.
Yes, they are.
Inexcusable. Have a word with them, DC. Have a word.
Guilty.
No, what we're doing, we've had therapy session for Kelster tonight. She's had a very rough 24 hours. Danny's
Got the
Danny's
therapist
his
right
normal,
below me.
cool, calm self. Vader's tried to take over the show tonight. Ed's just in and out.
Well, he's a
all over the
therapist,
show.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes,
Who's
yes.
a- who's a
You're not even
therapist?
at the therapy
Ed's a
session.
therapist?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got licensed actually a couple of months ago.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Oh, well
Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate that.
I had to
Maury,
send you some money.
Hey man, I'm on here all the time. You gotta let other people, new faces, get to say, man, it's okay. Like, like I'm loving the new panel members. I love shit, it's all good.
Drama llamas.
I'm really excited for the game on the weekend. Another
I'm not.
chance.
I'm away. I'm starting my birthday weekend this weekend.
Maury, you've been at concerts. You've been at what we doing here, man?
Your December birthday?
Yes.
Okay, same here.
This weekend I'm out going to another concert with some friends for my birthday. And then next week I'm in Prague. My actual birthday, funnily enough, is when we're away in Madrid. That's my actual
Birthday is on the
birthday.
10th.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's my actual birthday date.
What's
So-
your
That's going to be a drunk watch along. I've decided. I have a day off work, so I'm drinking.
So yeah, so there won't be a post match to Sunderland until Sunday, because you won't want to see me drunk on Saturday night. Martin drunk is not a good look.
You're not a good
You
drunk.
didn't drink.
No,
I guess
no,
your birthdays. Yeah,
I know I do
different.
drink. I just drink about when I drink in. I let things go. When I drink.
You drink in gallons.
Yeah, there's no drinking in moderation. It's like I don't do it often, and when I do, I go all out.
So
I'm a
it's all
very
or nothing.
cheap date.
Get your money's
basically.
worth.
I'm a cheap date. When you don't drink for 8 months, you get drunk quite quick. So I can't go
You're
out with
doing
Sai. When Sai comes over, I've no chance because I'm a dead man after 20 minutes. Sai's like tequila. You're like,
You
"We've been out
gotta warm up.
What's
You
he
gotta
doing?"
build yourself up to it. You gotta go on a
Did
practice
that when we went
run.
out with Sai though, and LB, we're all there. We've got anything in Sai went tequila. We've been out 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Why are you straight on tequilas?
Well, if it's on your birthday, people will buy you your drink. So then you can really be a cheap date.
That's what I mean. When I'm over in a week, I'm gonna get drunk under the table. I don't drink beer. I don't drink at all. But I'm gonna have to drink because it's socially, isn't it?
Just get a pint of a
He
Sai.
said, "I'm gonna have to." No one's
Yeah,
gonna
the beer-
force
the
you.
beer-
No, I
Not
know, but it's only
It's like
only
piss
right.
water anyway. That aside, you don't get drunk.
Yeah,
off that.
ugh.
Guys, if anybody offers you a drink you don't want to drink, you can say no.
That's correct. That is absolutely correct.
Thank you, DC. Much love.
Yeah,
Boys,
sorry,
though,
Side's
no
good.
Westlife.
Saporo's better.
Westlife governor. I've
Boy
still not
zone.
got my Westlife ticket.
Boy zone.
So yeah. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, we've chewed the fat. We've had
No
a better
space later, guys. No space later.
No space.
How did it
no,
go last
no,
night? Was it
no.
horrible? Was it like really bad?
I switched off for 45 minutes of it.
There was a lot of
Stop when you and
discourse,
Mateus were
the
going
club
at it.
skits.
To jump on
Our
Terry's
directors
stream.
don't know what they're doing their shit. Get everybody out with new ideas.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think, it's frustration and a lot of disappointment I get. But I think we just have to be mindful of how high we get on our highs, how low we get on our lows, and we get triggered so easily. Again, if we would have lost that match, it would have sucked, definitely. But I mean, at the end of the day, we did enough to win it. So while we can see and point to all the things that went wrong, at the end of the day, you know what? I'm just glad we hung on.
Yeah. Just to let you all know, quick update on the old thing. Rich is on 15. We've all gone up a point. This is why Alan's bottom, because he predicted a draw. So Alan is stuck on 8 points, rock bottom. He's going further behind. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, where we're going to talk about which style suits us the most with Rich. So it'll be a more in-depth chat about style of plays and everything. Sunderland, that sort of thing. Ozzy won't be with us tomorrow. Ozzy's got some personal stuff going on. He'll be back next week. So much love to Ozzy. It'll be me, Rich, Pat, Alan. Briggs is coming on. See him get Luke on, not in my lifetime, and see who else. I know you were going to say that. I promise you I will sort it, DC. I don't know when. I will sort it.
DC's going to keep on telling you more until you change it.
It's because
Dressing room?
Yeah, I'm just letting everyone. Because look, Tariq. Look at the background. Mahrez,
Oh
Palmer.
my God! Yeah.
Gilligan, De Bruyne, Palmer.
You know how hard it is to get a dressing room picture?
You got to go on the tour.
Yeah, no.
No, I mean online.
No, I was just joking.
I can get one on. You know the tour. Tell you about the tour one day.
I was hoping to go, but we ended up going to we got tickets to the Fulham match, because if we didn't, we were going to go to Manchester. I was going to do the tour. I was going to do as much as I could without being able to get tickets to the game. But thankfully, I got tickets, so I was able to do that instead. But I'm definitely going to do all the touristy stuff plus anything else that I can do while I'm there. When
Do you know what
time
the problem
comes.
was? Do you know what triggered me on the tour? I was the only man on the tour.
Well, but that's not surprising.
Tell you what.
Because most people who live in an area don't take advantage of the
No, I know.
amenities in the
But
area.
You could tell with the way the tour was done, it wasn't
Oh.
for me. because they were like,
Okay.
and you can get tickets on this day and that day, and I'm like, since
Which is interesting, Martin, because
Gotcha.
they were like looking at me like I have 3 heads at that
when
point.
I did the tour in 2016, I was the only non-Manc there. I
Yeah,
was
it's
also
changed.
there, yeah.
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 Changed.
Back
Really?
with the old badge, Pellegrini's final season.
Yeah. Because I wanted a picture when we won the treble. I wanted a picture with all the things, and we didn't have the Super Cup. Wasn't in Manchester. I never came in Manchester except one time, and we were trying to get pictures with our treble, and we had to pay for them. And I was like, "I'm seeing Scott Alder, I get it." They were like, "No."
Ew.
Barring any natural disasters, I will be over fall 2026. Barring any natural disasters, I will be.
Tell me
Awesome.
when you go, tell me when you're going. Are you going like in a group, or are you just going by yourself?
I'll probably go by myself. Yeah, I'll probably go by myself.
Tell me when you're going. I might meet you over.
Oh, thank you, DC.
I just bought a concert ticket for a show in May in Manchester. So, and City are scheduled to play Brentford the next day. I'm really hoping the game doesn't get moved.
I know DC's coming over, so hoping to catch up with DC when she comes over soon. And Danny, you let me know when you're over.
Oh,
like
yeah, for sure.
We'll all catch up. It's great. And this is what I love. I know Vater's coming over. Vater wants me to find out where all the Caribbean restaurants are in Manchester. And I went, I haven't got a clue. Because, you know, when you don't go to the restaurants, you don't know where they are.
There's a great one. Vader, if you stop over in London, there's a great one.
I was gonna say go to London.
Go to London. There's a great one. I'm not kidding you. The name of it is Coming Up, and it's last time I had it back in like 2013. You could buy a giant thing of food for £5, and they even had Coming Up sauce.
Coming over. When you coming over, May?
Yeah, I have a show scheduled for May 8th, and then City are scheduled to play May 9th.
Main Road tours going. I'll have to take you all to Main Road again and show you where the centre spot was and everything. Show you the history of the club.
What trophy did you not be able to see, Martin?
Super Cup. Was it Super Cup or Club World Cup? One of the two.
Oh, somebody's dropping some. Is that Caribbean restaurants? The Zoom.
No, the Shum is Indian. I've been there.
Okay.
Rudy's.
I haven't been to the other two. Though.
I think I have a picture with all the trophies. The 3 that we won. Well, no.
Did you go to New York for the preseason last summer? Whatever it was.
I went to North Carolina and to Ohio.
Okay, because they had the trophies at the New York Sky Blue.
Yeah, it caused a lot of upset over there. Because
this is the whole year after that it happened. Though.
Yeah, there was because one of the trophies went around all the world, and it never came into Manchester, and it was promised to go into the people that paid. You know, the local sports clubs over here.
Yeah,
they paid tickets to get all the trophies. And Big Steve was telling me, and one of them didn't turn up, and people had paid tickets for it, and they said we can't get it because it's still abroad. So it went down like a lead balloon over here.
Oh, actually, maybe it was right after the 4-peat season.
Neymar hat trick.
Yeah, seen that.
Right, this is cringy now. Man City channel and the bigging up London.
No, we're not United.
We're going. Anyway, Elster, what's coming up on True City Fan?
We're doing the watch along Saturday, and I am scheduling a Real Madrid preview with a Real Madrid fan for Sunday.
Oh, let me know.
I'm not the only one with the keys to the kingdom, so Mateus might have another ranting stream that'll crash. You never know.
Tariq, I know you had a talk, Tariq, last night. Sounded good. I watched it back. Big up to you.
I'm sorry I came in really hot on that one too.
Hey, I told you about that. It's all good. All good. The whole point is to have the interaction, the strong takes, even if I don't agree. That's perfectly fine.
Well, you're the calming person. I was hoping you would calm me down, and it didn't work.
Well, you know what? Going into the stream, I was still, I never get too animated, but I did feel like, what did I write down? I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. It's right here. I wrote down that we were fragile. We were weak. We were soft. Our mindset is soft. Where's the composure? All these. So, I had some pretty strong opinions, but I do kind of take the opposite side of the guests so kind of balance it out or whatever. So yeah, it's all good.
Danny, when have you got anything going up in LB?
Post match
I
standard.
say probably Saturday.
Then I'm off for a couple of weeks. So
Yeah. And Ed, obviously we'll see you on air.
Yep. Man, kidding, you know.
Reinders.
I'll be there.
Darsh,
Anyway,
we're gonna tell
in the chat.
everybody. We're gonna actually post this online somewhere.
Oh, thank you so much, Daz. Don't say anyone this, but this is my favourite show every week. Stateside is very therapeutic and so much fun. Starts late, but it's worth it. Thanks to all panelists for their hard work.
and you are my favorite person called Darsh. I only know one.
Absolutely, I agree.
This lot are the only one that make me smoke on camera, trust me. But anyway,
We
right.
drive
We'll
you
be
to
back
smoke.
tomorrow. Half
Hey,
8.
I know Alan has definitely made you smoke before. Let's not do this.
Tomorrow, I'm on Donald Sam's 2 p.m. with, I think it's Prem Talk instead of LB. I'm on because LB covered me on Tuesday. So I'm on there tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, 8:30, we'll be back with Thursday Night Chat. As you know, our main show of the week. And then Friday, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, big up to the panel. You know where they all are. Smash those likes, smash that subscribe to them all. Let's support each and every City content creator. They're all legends. We're all Blues. Take care. And as always, up the Blues. Take care all.